anxiety about finances, and mental fatigue or physical stress. That is just how it is right now. We have to understand that. The danger isn't the change itself. The danger is letting the change erode your personal standards. Got it? Did you hear that? The danger isn't the change that we're experiencing right now. It's not the change itself. The danger is allowing the change to erode our personal standards. You see, we can do this in many ways. Somebody bites your head off, disrespects you, hurts you, and then you decide you're going to pay them back in kind. So when you go to pay them back in kind, what happens, my dear? Tell me. You become what you do not like. And that is where you have to learn to walk away and choose to return another day when calm and logical heads prevail. So that is actually doing the same thing. Are you letting somebody else's behavior dictate who you become? You see, when things get shaky, we tend to let our habits slide. As soon as expense goes up in hydro or something, we stop saving. We were saving $50 every payday. But now that it's expensive, you cut off savings altogether. But that is, again, we are letting that habit slide because things are expensive. You're saying you're not good enough to have a savings account. Can't you not live $5? Instead of cutting the whole thing off, I am sure all of us can afford $5 if we want to. When things get shaky, we tend to let our habits slide. That's the wrong way to do it. We can trim it, but we must leave a little fat for ourselves. We stop checking our mental health. We neglect our physical vitality, or we let our spiritual connection grow cold. We cut off our personal savings to self. We suddenly just decide emotionally we are going to let the world know we are angry. And we'll take it off on the first or the last person we've spoken to for today. But I am here to tell you this. Your responsibility right now is preservation. That's our responsibility in this challenging time. Our responsibility in these challenging times right now is to preserve ourselves, preserve our 5 pillars. You are the architect of your life, and even in a storm, the architect must protect the blueprint. The blueprint, they protect it. They wrap it, they put bands around it, and they drop it in a scroll holder. Why? They don't want it to be creased and crushed. Even at that time, you have to protect your 5 pillars. You have to make room to balance them. You see, let's look at how we do that with those 5 pillars, because in this constant chaotic times, we need to anchor into our 5 pillars. Let's look at them. Let's walk through to see how they serve us as our constant in this changing world. The spiritual pillar. When the world is loud, this is your silence. It is your connection to the divine that reminds you that you're not alone in the chaos. You got that? When the world is loud, this is your silence. It is your connection to the divine that reminds you that you're not alone in this chaos. The mental pillar. Guard your mind. If the news is causing you to lose your peace, turn it off. Feed your mind with growth, not fear. In all of that chaos right now, there's a little bit of positivity. It could be the attitude of somebody that you know. The emotional pillar It is okay to feel the weight of the world, but don't let it anchor you. It's okay to recognize what's going on. You cannot just keep thinking like you're flying through space. No, you're grounded on Earth. So it's okay. But don't let that weight and that turbulence, those storms that are passing, keep you in that position all the time. Process your feelings so they don't become your identity. Don't let it anchor you. Process it. Talk to a friend. Call someone. I'm available. And let me talk you through. Because it has happened before. This is not all new. It's just a different time. I remembered watching my father talk to my youngest brother up at the estate. And that's where they retired to. But when we grew up, we lived in the city, and the estate was for vacation. So fine. So I remember him talking to my brother Howard and really lecturing him. Okay. Fast forward, I'm visiting, and my younger brother Milton is getting the same scolding. So I looked at him, I looked at Milton, and I said to my mom, same conversation, different son, different house, different day, different year, but same conversation. So this is what you have to remember. Process your feelings so they don't become your identity. It comes back. It's the same thing. It's going to come back. In just the time, the year, the person, but the conversation in that case was the same. Your body is the vessel for your purpose. It is. You cannot lead or thrive if you are depleted. You cannot feed me from an empty cup. How are you going to thrive if you're depleted? Drink your water, move your body, and make sure you rest. Drink water. 10 minutes of walking in your house. Even if you're walking and you're making a circle, do it. Because you know it is going to help you. The financial pillar, yes, things are different. But stewardship remains the same. Be wise, be disciplined, and stay optimistic. Nancy said something once about her goal was to have $10,000 because she wanted to have that money just in case. And she said, I have it, and I still have it. What did Nancy do? She was a steward of her money. I'm sure she did not get that $10,000 in 10 months, or even in 20 months, or 30 months. I'm sure it took longer than that. Yes, things are different, but stewardship remains the same. Be wise, be disciplined, and stay optimistic. Yes, I can. In the chaos, yes, I can. These pillars are not just concepts. They're not. They're your life support system. If you keep them healthy, no, you won't just survive this transition. You will be prepared to lead when it's over. I heard something on the news this morning. I'm sure it's a titan in the field. And he made a comment about something like as if Canada will never be able to get the business that they have with the United States at all. And I'm sitting there putting on my shoes to come down here, and I raised my head. And I said, well, maybe when you're baking a cake, you need ingredients from different parts to get the cake. So rather than wait to get the cake made for you from over there, you might have to go around the world like our Prime Minister is doing and get flour from this India, baking soda from India, eggs from China, eggs from somewhere else, this from there. A little bit from everybody can bring it together. But that pontificating person had such a narrow view. that if you do not go to the same well to get water, you will never have water. That's what they're saying to us. But that's not what it is. If you keep your pillars healthy, all of them healthy, you won't only thrive, you will develop and you'll grow. But sometimes you have to take a little piece. So fine, if it doesn't work right now because of what's going on, it's turbulent in the States, and it's a different thing. Like the Prime Minister said, hope is not a plan, and nostalgia is not a strategy. So you want to make a cake. You need 10 different ingredients in some cases. But you were accustomed of getting it all there. No, you can't. You might have to go to 10 places. That doesn't mean you end up without your cake. You still get your cake. The process is different. The journey is different. But you end up with the cake. And that's what matters. Keep your pillars healthy so you just won't survive this transition. You're prepared to lead when it's over. This is what the Prime Minister is doing. We are not just to survive in this. We are doing this so we can lead when it's over. Put ourselves in the top that, hey, we did it. We've done it before. All of us. You've survived harshness before. So what I want to challenge you with today is to pick one pillar that feels a bit weather-beaten by the current events. Is it your mental pillar? Is it your financial optimism? If your financial pillar is a little bit out of whack, it's going to lean on the other pillars, especially mental, emotional. And how it leans on physical, you will take that defeated body pose like, oh, what am I going to do? You see, when one pillar is sick, all the others catch the cold. So when one pillar it has a sneeze, all the other pillars are under the same pressure. They're all sick. You see, spend 15 minutes today, just 15 minutes, 10 if you can, 15, strengthening that one area. Write in your journal, review your spending plan with a spirit of hope, or sit in prayer, although you know for sure hope is not a plan. So you have to create a plan. But we are taught to hope. When I hear the word hope, I think I'm sitting in a defeated position and saying, I hope it comes, I hope it changes. That is not a plan, is it? No, hope is not a plan. And thinking it will come back to normal, it's not a strategy. You have to change. So what our countries are going through in a big way, our personal countries, us, our life is going through it in the same way. So we have to learn. We have to fight for the best. We have to do the best. Remember, our responsibility is to keep these pillars healthy now. We don't wait for the calm to build the house. We build the house strong so it can withstand the storm. When the world settles, I want to be able to stand up, look around and say, I'm ready to thrive. All of us. It will settle, that we know, differently. But if we are ready, if before they fire that pistol, your foot is on the block for the race, you can go. So today I need to say thank you guys for joining me. Remember, the world may be changing, but your 5 pillars are your constant. Keep them strong, keep them high, and keep moving forward, because this is all we've got right now. Have an amazing and wonderful day. Learn from the leaders that you see. You might learn negative. Don't take that. We are able to separate the wheat from the sheaves. We know